Okay, children. Now, which topic we'll do? Soil, part 2 will do. So, before starting with top 2, what all I discussed in the last session, what all we discussed, how topsoil is important, how soil is formed, how is soil formed. So, initially, when the earth was formed, there was no soil. So, how this soil formed? Due to weathering of rocks. Weathering means breaking of small particles. Weathering of rocks due to temperature, rainfall, and all. What happened? The rocks broke down into smaller particles, and this combined with humus to form the soil. So, humus is what? When the plants and animals die, they are broken down into simpler particles by organisms in the soil that forms humus. Why is humus important? Because without humus the water will not reach the roots of the plant. Okay, then we discuss what are the different horizons: horizon A, horizon B, horizon C, horizon D. Horizon A, what is contains? It contains more of humus. It's also called topsoil. Horizon B, what it is the lesser amount of humus is contains and more of minerals it contains. Horizon C, rock, pebbles, etc. B, D, horizon D is the bedrock. The bedrock is difficult to dig. Now, we'll move on to different types of soil. What are the different types of soil, children? First one, sandy soil. Second, silty soil. Third one, clay soil. Fourth one, laterite soil. Fifth one, alluvial soil. Sixth one is loamy soil. What are the different types of soil? Once again, I'll tell you. First one is sandy soil. Second, silty soil. Third one, clay soil. Fourth one, laterite soil. Fifth one, alluvial soil. Sixth one is loamy soil. Okay. So we'll start with sandy soil. What are the characteristics of sandy soil? Aeration is good. What is aeration means? Air percolates easily. So sandy soil aeration is good. Okay. Second point, water percolates easily. So water enters easily. Percolates. Water percolates easily. Okay. C. Poor in humus content. So if a soil is poor in humus content, can you grow crops, children? So it is not possible. So soil can be easily blown away. The soil can be easily blown away, sandy soil. Not good for growing crops because humus content is very low. The plants cannot survive. So it is not good for growing the crops. Okay, children. Silty soil. Silt is a granular material of size between sand and clay. Granular means very small. Size between sand and clay. It is between sand and clay, larger than sand, lesser than clay, whose mineral origin is quartz and feldspar. So, mineral, which all minerals silty soil contains? Quartz and feldspar. Silt may occur as soil, often mixed with sand or clay. So, often silt may mix with sand and clay, or as sediment mixed in suspension with water, or mixed in suspension with water, also known as suspended load. Okay, and soil in a body of water such as river. It may also be mixed with water such as soil in a body of water such as river. Okay, clay soil. What are the characteristics of clay soil? Aeration is bad. That means air did not percolate easily. Aeration is bad in clay soil, though this means air does not percolate easily. Okay. Water does not percolate easily. So percolate means enter. So water does not enter easily. It becomes thick when it rains. So when rains come, the soil becomes very thick. So it is also called black soil because it is black in color. Good for cultivation of cotton. So clay soil, another name. What is the other name for clay soil? Black soil because it is black in color. Also good for the cultivation of cotton. Okay. So for growing cotton, you use clay soil. Laterite soil. What are the characteristics? Laterite soil develops in areas with high temperature and heavy rainfall. So where is this laterite soil develops? In areas with high temperature and heavy rainfall. So in areas where high temperature and heavy rainfall is there, laterite soil will develop. Humus content of soil is low because most of the microorganisms, particularly the decomposer like bacteria, gets destroyed due to high temperature. So where this laterite soil will develop, children? Places with high temperature and heavy rainfall. So what happens? Because it has high temperature, the decomposers decompose the dead matter, that is dead animal and plant matter, that will get destroyed due to high temperature. So humus content is very low. Okay. Laterite soils are suitable for cultivation with adequate doses of manures and fertilizers. So you can use the laterite soil for cultivation with adequate doses, means required doses of manure and fertilizer. Okay. Next, alluvial soil. What are the characteristics of alluvial soil, children? Alluvial soil as a whole is very fertile. So it is a very fertile soil. It's very good for growing crops. These soils contain adequate proportion of potash, lime, and phosphoric acid. What this soil contains, children? Adequate proportion of required proportion of potash, lime, and phosphoric acid. It contains adequate proportion of potash, lime, and phosphoric acid. What is adequate means? Required amount, which how much is required. Third one, silt, clay, gravel, and sand. Silt, clay, gravel, and sand, the main constituents of alluvial soil. Silt, clay, gravel, and sand are the main constituents of alluvial soil. It's not silt. Okay. It's commonly found in riverbed and floodplains. It is commonly found in riverbed and floodplains. Wherever floods happen too much, no, there it is, alluvial soil is found. According to Yates, alluvial soil is classified as Bangar. Bangar means old alluvial soil, and Khadar, new alluvial soil. So, alluvial soil is classified as Bangar, old alluvial soil, and Khadar, new alluvial soil. Loamy soil. For the last type of soil is loamy soil. Loam is the fourth type of soil. It is a combination of sand, silt, and clay such that beneficial properties from each is included. So, what is this loamy soil, children? It is a combination of sand, silt, and clay such that beneficial properties from each is included. For instance, it has the ability to retain moisture and nutrients. It has the ability to retain moisture and nutrients. Hence, it is more suitable for farming. So, why it is more suitable for farming, children? Firstly, it is a combination of sand, silt, clay. All properties of sand, silt, clay, important properties are included in loamy soil. One more thing, it has ability to retain moisture and nutrients. It has ability to retain moisture and nutrients. Hence, it is more suitable for farming. Why it is more suitable for farming? It has the ability to retain moisture and nutrients. This soil is also referred to as agricultural soil as it includes an equilibrium of all three types of soil materials being sandy, clay, and silt, and it also happens to have humus. Why it is most referred as agricultural soil, children? Because it contains all three types of soil material like sandy, clay, and silt, and it also happens to have humus. It also contains humus. Apart from this, it is also has higher calcium and pH level. This is also very good for crops. Okay, children. Okay, now types of soil pictures I am showing you. So this is how a sandy soil will look. Okay, sandy soil, this is how it will look. Okay, silty soil, this is how it will look. Right? Okay, clay soil, this is the clay soil, black in color. And loamy soil, this is the loamy soil. Okay, children. So we'll continue the next part in the next session.